Hi, it's Bill Lobley, and obviously everybody's talking about swine flu, and rightly so, it can be a pretty serious thing. But instead of sitting home alone worrying about it, I thought it might be a good time to come up with a way to help people focus on swine flu prevention while still having a great dinner with their health-conscious friends. So I did, and I'm calling it my Swine Flu Prevention Dinner. So let's get started, and we're going to begin with my swine flu prevention table. This is what I call the isolation table. What I've done is taken 3 individual plastic baby stroller covers and used them to cover each of the 3 place settings. This will protect diners from bugs, microbes, and airborne flu virus. So here I am at my seat. I've got my Biohazard Placemat, my individually wrapped and sterilized knife, fork, and spoon, and each napkin is fitted with Velcro. So that means you can strap it to your arm and do a Dracula cough or a Dracula wipe. And if that's not enough protection for you, you can just lower your isolation cover to keep germs out and lively flu-related conversation in. Now, let's move on to appetizers. You know, if you have flu-like symptoms and you've already seen your doctor, the only place you probably feel like being is at home and in bed. So, in honor of that feeling, we have our first appetizer. Pigs in the blanket. And since you probably keep everything you need right at your bedside table, I've equipped mine with a spicy jalapeno mustard dipping sauce. If nothing else, the spice will help clear up your sinuses. You know, one of the things that makes preventing swine flu so difficult is how quickly it spreads. In fact, it's a global pandemic. So in order to emphasize this point and to remind you to be very careful when you travel, I've come up with the global pandemic spread. Now, this is designed to show you some of the places where swine flu has been reported. This is guacamole from Mexico, where apparently the whole thing started. That's red pepper hummus from the Mediterranean, and that's creme fraiche from France, representing Europe. Global pandemic spread. Now, to represent the spread over America, these are individual toast points cut in the shape of the United States, or us. See? Now, the American spread is just regular American caviar, or as I like to call it, the Sturgeon General. You know, lately, people are using masks to help protect the air they breathe. Or you could serve a salad in it. This is my mesclun salad, made with mesclun, assorted greens, carrots, walnuts, and topped with a tangy raspberry vinaigrette served from a Purell dispenser. Because let's face it, you gotta use Purell. Well, with appetizers on the table, it's time for drinks. Now, here's a cocktail for when the doctor says that you're required to spend some time alone. You take your standard old-fashioned hospital ice pack filled with ice, and lots of vodka, a flu-miss-sized spritz of vermouth, cap, shake, and pour into a well-chilled martini glass. Then garnish with a cotton swab with 2 cocktail olives on it, and you have yourself the Quarantini. You really can't talk about swine flu without talking about shots. And this one happens to be bacon-infused bourbon. That's right, I said bacon. Boy, that's effective. It's important to drink plenty of fluids, and that includes wine with dinner. I like to serve mine hospital style in an IV bag. Oh, this one is a Flume Blanc. Okay, entrees. Now, for anybody who's ever worried they would have to pull pork off their menu because of the swine flu, we have pulled pork. This is actually barbecued, slow-cooked pork shoulder pulled off the bone and served on a roll. And in case you're still worried, there is an injection available now. Of course, this is actually juice taken from the slow cooker. But like most injections, you can either have it in the shoulder or in the buns. And now, the delicious entree that has the dubious honor of saluting the virus that everybody's talking about. This is H1 Hen 1. Those are roasted rock Cornish Game hens, and there's one for everybody, so you won't have to share. And also, as a nod to the new swine flu culture, the yogurt dill dipping sauce comes in its own individual petri dish. You get it? H1 Hen 1. And finally, dessert. Now, the shakes are something you should definitely look out for. Or, in this case, look forward to. And these may look like regular bars of soap, but they're actually frozen yogurt bars with the sticks taken out. Each soap bar comes with its own soap dish and washcloth, and they're basically there to remind you that washing your hands is always a good way to take care of germs. Or in this case, wheat germ. And of course there's coffee. Serve with a thermometer so you can check your temperature. Oh, and don't forget the cover. So, that's it. A meal for the ages. Or at the very least, a meal for hypochondriacs during flu season. Oh, that reminds me. So don't forget to wash your hands, take care of yourself, and for God's sakes, eat something. So long.